Recording rolling. It is Monday, December 8th. So today's first day of the midterm review. We're going to take a few days to do the midterm review. And so I gave you guys the study guide page. Looks like this, double-sided. You guys have, everybody has one of these, right? My study guide pages. All right, so how the midterm is working is this. There are 50 questions, all multiple choice. So I just pulled one or two questions from every lesson we did throughout the semester. Put together this midterm over Thanksgiving break. And every single question on the midterm, well, no, there are multiple versions of the midterm like I normally make, right? So they're all slightly different numbers. But I created also a version on Kahoot. So like number one on the Kahoot looks a lot like number one on your midterm. Maybe the parabola is just shifted to a slightly different location, or how about this one here? Maybe line is a slightly different float, something like that. But basically, question for question, the Kahoot reviews that we do over the next 3 days, so it's going to be broken up over 3 days, looks a lot like your guys' midterm. Okay, you guys have that?
Is our midterm going to be like 50 questions like this?
50 questions. Yeah, basically the same 50 questions. And just something's tweaked a little bit, like the numbers have changed a little bit, the slope of the lines changed a little bit, but otherwise it's pretty much the same questions.
That's all
right, yeah, so you study this, I think you'll be good to go. So the depends on the board, you can still hop in.
I like
Wait, Arden, you started? Then I got this. Baba, you started it?
Yeah,
Is that the code right there?
That's it.
Yeah, Baba.
Alright, what's the domain of the graph of that parabola? Using set builder notation. Guys, domain. Isn't domain possible x values? What's the possible x values on every single parabola function? Can you go from all the way left, all the way right? Yeah, so this reads domain, and then curly bracket x such that x is an element of all real numbers, then close curly bracket. Guys, if you want to go from negative infinity to positive infinity, that's one way to write it. Right, so any question about domain? Huh? What's the curly bracket? It's just the notation you use for this Seaver says set builder notation.
Oh, the one that's
this element right here. This is an element of. So this says x is an element of all real numbers. All right, you guys good? All right, got some points.
Is it like TERX?
What's the range of this graph using interval notation? Oh, range is possible y values. Now it looks like this goes down to about -4 or so. So it could be all the way down to -4. It could be anything above that. In interval notation. Yeah. All right, you got brackets, parentheses. So whenever you say interval notation, the bracket means it's allowed to be a number. The parentheses says it's not. And then, as a rule, whenever it goes to infinity, you just close it with the parentheses. Okay. All right, so you guys know range is possible y values. Domain is x values. Range is y values. You guys good on domain and range?
Okay.
You guys saw set builder. You guys are looking at interval notation right there.
I did.
All right, got more points. Yeah. What's the slope-intercept equation for the line shown in this graph? Huh. Y equals mx plus b. That's what slope-intercept is.
Slope-intercept form, yes.
I see an intercept down here at -2. And I see a slope of up 1/2. So what's the slope of a half and a y-intercept at -2? That'd be that one right there. There's your slope is 1/2. And your y-intercept is at -2. Right?
Wow.
Okay. Guys, could you do this? Could you plug in any x value you want and solve it and see what's the corresponding y value and see if that point exists on the graph? Right. For example, guys, what if x is equal to 2? Let's try this out. Guys, what is 1/2 times 2?
0.5.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, half of 2 is 1, right?
yes.
Right. And what is 1 minus 2? 1 minus 2 is... Guys, turn off the sound. What are you doing? Guys.
Scroll up.
So, okay, so everybody knows 1 minus 2 is -1. Okay, so if you plug in 2 for x, you're going to get 1 for y, or -1. So the coordinate 2, comma, -1 would be one of the points on the line. You could test any point on the line. Okay. All right, if you guys have any questions, just stop me. Buzz, moving on. What is the slope-intercept form of this equation? Let's see, written in, okay, so there's a standard form, 6x plus 2y equals 10. Can you put that into slope-intercept form? Say y equals mx plus b type.
Baba. So it's gotta have a 5 in it. Gonna have a 5 plus. And they actually all have a 5. It's gonna have to end in that, and it's gonna be this one. Can be red. No, it's green. It's red. Idiots.
All right, so we get that. Okay, so here's what I gave you in standard form. You have something x plus something y equals something. That's called standard form. Now, slope-intercept form is, I want to do a series of steps where I get, at the very end, I get y equals something. As in y equals mx plus b. So guys, should I subtract off the 6x from both sides? Subtract off the 6x. Okay, that makes it look like that. And guys, what's the next step? Do what to both sides? Divide this coefficient 2. Now I do have 3 terms, so I have to divide all 3 terms by 2.
I have beautiful hair.
And that's the answer. And that's slope-intercept form. Now, if you were to open Desmos and type this and type this, they would give you the exact same graph. Just 2 different ways to write it.
Brown.
Guys, what is the slope of this line?
Someone actually used to call me cinnamon squirrel last year.
-3. Yeah. And what's the y-intercept? 0, 5? 0, 5, right? Okay. Yeah, so pretty steep negative goes through a +5. Something like that.
I did.
All right.
Like
What do you here? Got Shivani,
Oh my
Flores, Tanner, Finley, Dean. Graph shows a reaction rate as a function of concentration. What does the horizontal asymptote represent? So here's reaction rate as a function of concentrations. So we're increasing the concentration more and more and more. And oh, this reaction rate is approaching a horizontal asymptote. You guys see that?
Okay, let's go.
So I can make the concentration as much as I want to, but does it look like the reaction rate is sort of maxing out its own value? Right? Ah, so that horizontal asymptote represents the.
Why didn't you press my not even yours?
I fear it's a long one.
I fear it's yellow.
Yeah, maximum reaction rate.
Maximum
Maximum possible reaction rate.
I'll go hair for hair.
Right, any question about how to interpret that graph? Right, you guys do see why that would be the case, right? Maximum reaction rate. All right. Flesh, Shivani, Tanner, Finley, Dean. Which graph is represented by the piecewise equation shown?
I can't.
Yeah, sorry, so small. I don't know why it's showing up so small.
I'm sorry. What do we think, gang?
Let's sit closer.
I'm thinking
Got
yellow.
35 seconds.
Gotta be yellow one day. Definitely.
Piecewise.
Like, bro, we should really. Look, bro, we should really go for a stop. You're not. How are you always food? That's actually about the food. You want to go for
Alright, got some winners there. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so they're going to the very end. I split, guys, look up here. Look up here. Guys, oh, sorry about that. Look up here. So I split this domain into 3 parts. Got x's less than -3. That's like, here, I'll show you guys the answer. But if I split everything to the left of -3 is something. Then x would be between -3 and 4. That's from here to here. There's a different graph. And then anything x is greater than 4 is going to be its own separate thing. Okay. Now, what are these equations? Right, so that's these right here. So if x is less than -3, let's say -3 to the left, then the y value is just -3. So it's a flat line. Right? Now, we're not allowed to include that point, so I have an open circle at the end. Right? Now, the middle section, we got the less than or equal to's. Right? So that's all. Right, x plus 1. Ooh, doesn't this have a y-intercept at 1, which is right here? And a slope of up 1 over 1? Right? Or you could plot some points. Like, here, guys, for example, what if I plug in 2 for x? 2 plus 1 is 3. So where x is 2, y is 3. That'd be this point right here, for example. You can plot those points, but lines up like this. Okay. But you have to stop this process where x goes to 4. So that'd be right there. You plug in 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. That's how I know this is an endpoint. So let's grab the other input while we're at it. It's what if you plug in -3. -3 plus 1, -2. You do this point right here. -3, -2. Okay, we got the endpoints, we got the line. Now, picking up from x is 3 or bigger. Well, or sorry, 4 bigger. Bigger than 4.
You know, it's actually basic for
Just y equals +3. Looks like that. Alright, so you guys go piecewise. Any questions about piecewise? So on the midterm, you guys be able to spot the piecewise. Got Flez, Tanner, Shibani, Finley, Dean. What's the equation of the absolute value function shown? Absolute value. Okay, so I say classic V-shaped graph. That'd be absolute value. It looks like the origin point has been shifted. Looks like left 3 down 4. Guys, how do you go left 3 down 4? Do you have heard translation rules?
Do it, plus and minus. You can do it, baby.
Or you can plug in a coordinate, see if it works. How do you get left 3 down 4? The point -3, -4 is that vertex looking point. Yeah, there you go. There's left 3 down 4. Okay. So left 3. So plus 3 inside the absolute value goes left 3. -4 outside goes down 4. Okay. For example, if you plug in, guys, stop.
Sorry about.
For example, if you plug in -3 for x, you should get -4 because that was that vertex point. So if I plug in -3 right here, everything in the absolute value goes to 0. -4, yeah, gives you -4. All right, so that checks out. I mean, you can always check specific points on graphs. They'll always line up. Nora, Shivani, Tanner, Finley, Dean. What's the vertex form of the equation that describes the parabola shown? Vertex form. That looks like a classic parabola. Shifted right 3 down 1. How do you go right 3 down 1?
I got it.
Right 3 down 1.
I got it.
Okay. There are 50 questions on the midterm. Yeah, we're covering about a third of them every day for 3 days too. Okay. So y equals x squared is your parent function. And from there, here's how you go right 3, and here's how you go down 1. Okay, you guys remember right 3 down 1? Okay. Right. And of course, you could always check any point. For example, the vertex would be at the point 3, -1. So if I plug in 3 here, this part zeroes out, and then -1, it gives me the coordinate. All right, you guys good? It's good. Right, Shivani, Flez, Tanner, Finley, Dean. The pressure of a regulation sports ball must be 16 pounds per square inch plus or minus 1 psi. What's the number line for that scenario? So you can have 16 psi in a sports ball. Or you could have 1 more or 1 less, but that's all. It's gotta be somewhere in that range. What would be a valid sports ball pressure?
Alright, so what are we thinking?
Yeah, there you go. So it could be as low as 15 and as high as 17. And of course, 16 would be right in the middle. Alright, so you guys got that? Pressure of a sports ball? You guys can interpret number line. Is there any question about number lines? We're just go with the number line. Flesh, Shibani, Tanner, Finley, Dean. Public opinion poll shows candidate free candy will receive 55% of the votes, plus or minus 6%. Which absolute value equation shows the percentage of votes that candidate free candy should expect to receive? So 55% plus or minus 6%. You guys have enough time to throw in some test points. Like, well, he could receive 50. He could receive 60.
What are you thinking? You already clicked. What are you doing? Why are you?
One winner.
You clicked it. You got that right.
Gotta say.
Don't touch me.
Okay, guys, may I remind you guys how this went backwards from the answer. So I'm claiming this is the answer.
Oh.
And here, I picked some test points to show you. Because if he's looking at about 55%, let's see if that checks out. It's a true statement. What if he gets exactly 55%? What's 55 minus 55? 0. Is 0 less than 6? Yeah, okay, so at least that's true. At least that one works, right? But he could get a lot lower. In fact, he could go as low as 49, couldn't he? Wouldn't that be 55 plus or minus 6 could go as low as 49? Right, let's try this out. Guys, what's 49 minus 55? Is that negative 6? Right, then there's an absolute value that makes it positive 6. Ah, I think that still barely checks out, doesn't it? Right. What about the other way? He couldn't go as high as 61%? Right? Let's try it out. 61 minus 55. That is 6. Yeah, that's just in there. Right? Or any number in the middle should be okay, like 58, for example. If he gets 58%, okay. 58 minus 55, isn't that 3?
No.
Is 3 less than 6? Yeah. Okay, that's in that window too. Right, so the rule, it looks like the rule is this. It looks like you could take the target value, or maybe I could treat this as a variable, like the percentage of votes I'm calling V. Subtract the expected value, take the absolute value, and that absolute value has to be less than or equal to the plus or minus factor. As long as you're trying to target pretty close to something. All right, you guys know how to interpret absolute value.
I literally have under I.
All right. Oh, looks like he knows. Yeah.
Your snap.
Surface of Grand Lake is at 508 feet. During a drought that begins on day 0, the water level drops 6 inches per day. Guys, 6 inches. How many feet is that?
I can't read it.
Well, I'm reading it to you. Half a foot. So do you guys know how to interpret this in terms of feet? Let's put everything in terms of feet. So really this says it drops a half a foot per day, right? Isn't that really what it says? Right? Which equation represents the elevation of the lake surface X days after the drought? Again, this is all going to be in feet. Right? So on day 0, we're at 508 feet. After that, day by day, we're losing a half a foot per day. So it's going down, 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 down.
That's wrong. It's not green, idiot. It's yep. I mean red.
I think that.
Yes. If you have under eye, like you're scaring me.
This question 11. Take some time off this one. Question 11. What?
I hopped into a coffee shop. What's it for you? 3? No. It's like you would have right once a year.
All right, got some winners. So, do you guys see if you plug in 0 for X, as in 0 days have passed, the elevation naturally comes out to 508 feet. It's like the y-intercept. Okay. Then, every day that you put in for X, X could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, losing an additional half foot of elevation as the water level goes down. All right, you guys go with over there.
Yeah.
All right. JG, Tanner, Shibani, Finley, Dean.
Why do you keep split?
Yeah, do it.
Can you say JG2?
Rental car company charges a bunch of money up front to rental an economy car, plus a little bit per mile after that. A different car rental company charges just a little bit up front and a lot per mile after that. So what distance would you want to switch from one rental company to the other rental company? So here's how you do this. Set up an equation for car rental company A, a separate equation for B, and set those equal to each other. And you can solve for X, which is the distance of the trip where you'd want to switch from one to the other.
I'm trusting you.
And your B.
My
mom's gonna
three.
do it.
It's three.
It's
Okay. I know.
yellow.
Okay. It's been it was like I have the people thing. It was like 7 different.
Right. Some winners here. Okay. So here's the setup. Car rental company A charges 500 up front. It's a lot. Plus a little bit per mile times the number of miles. That's the total bill. Guys, everybody look up here. I'm giving you all the answers. Here. Car run company B charges a little bit up front, but a lot per mile times number of miles. It's like a different type bill. Now, if I set those equal to each other, that would be the same cost. So here's cost from one company, here's cost from another company. So do this. Subtract 100 from each side. Subtract 1.5x from each side. It's gonna look like this. Right? Guys, what's the next step? What do I have to do to solve for x? Yeah, divide by 2.5. Yeah. Alright. Now it gives me x is 160. 160. What it means is if I plug in 160 in for x, I can figure out what the cost is going to be, and it should be the same for both. For that little trick. Let's see what is that. 500 plus 1.5 by 160. Okay, $740. Let's try it over here. Yeah, same thing. $740. Right? So, guys, if you had a short trip, I think I'd want to go with car rental company B. But if you have a long trip, like if you go on all the way to San Francisco and back, you pick car rental company A. I'd pay a lot up front, but then a little bit per mile. You solve that.
Wait, can you say JG2 trim for me?
Got Flush, Shivani, JG2 Trim, Finley, D. What coordinate did the two lines cross? Solve the system of equations. Got 4x minus 3y is 18. X plus 3y is 93. Solve the system of equations.
When did I say that?
I gotta get everybody to press first. Yeah, eventually.
You can't let whoever they say. What's the mother showing?
You know, my dad is the new thing is you do it or not day of your own life. And you cannot hold your own.
Whoa. Let him cook now. Let him cook now. Let him cook.
Sad, but happy dogs. You can control your own. Say your own business.
Actually, my own label. They. What we know? I thought yellow.
All right, there's the coordinate for x is 3 and y is -2. Check this out. Okay, so here's the system of is given to you. Now these could be two different lines. So there's some place where these two lines are going to cross. The coordinate really cross, so that's y value. Now, if you guys remember processes like substitution, elimination, guys, up here. Give me all the answers. You guys remember substitution, elimination? Now, the way substitution would work is I might say like x equals -3y minus 3, because you can subtract this over. Substitute that in for this x. That would equation all in terms of y. You can solve for y. You can do it. Okay. Or this particular question, I really like elimination, because watch this. If I add those two equations together.
What you said. Did they ask you the Russian?
Right, then the y's are gonna cancel out. And so you can very quickly solve for x. Sometimes it's easier or faster to use this method. So it looks like that. All right, then, okay, so 5x equals 15, divided by 5, x is equal to 3. Is that okay? X equals 3?
Word.
Okay. Now, once you have x, you just plug it back up in here. All right, and then you can solve for y. All right, so x is 3. Subtract that over -6 divided by 3 is -2. There you go. Y is -2. You can use either equation because they're both crossing at the same coordinate. So there's the coordinate 3, -2.
The missing letter is E, which completes the offensive. Yeah.
Which coordinate lies in the solution to the system of inequalities? Ooh, remember system of inequalities?
How do I do this, guys?
Black person or African American. What you said, bro.
Hey guys, we're all doing Kahoot right now. We're all doing Kahoot.
I'm thinking yellow here, fellas.
If you're not.
Okay, so like, I don't remember clicking on something.
Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Did it work?
Alright, you're doing too much.
All right, some winners.
It's
Here's what I gave you. So y needs to be looks like above this line but below this line. It's the greater than less than. So there's 2x minus 2. This is a type of y intercept at -2 and a slope of up 2 over 1. You guys see that? That's what this dashed line right here is. So I got this y intercept at -2. You guys see it 0, -2. And I go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and so on. All right. Now notice I dashed this off. The reason I dashed it is because it says y is strictly greater than.
What are you looking at, buddy?
Yeah, it's greater than. Would that be above or below the line? Yeah, it's gotta be above. Anything above it, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, could you pick a test point? Like it looks like this point 0, 0 lies above it. So let's try that out. Because if you plug in 0, 0, is that true? Is 0 greater than -2? Yeah, checks out. Oh, okay, so that would be the correct side. So something above this line. Now let's look at the other condition. Y is less than -3x plus 3. So I see a y intercepted up 3, right here. And then a slope of down 3 over 1. So down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. And so, okay. And then things before dash it, dash, dash, dash. Now this one says less than, so it's got to be below that, right? Right. Now it looks like 0, 0 would also be a valid point too. So let's see if that works. Is 0 less than 3? Yeah, 0 is less than 3. Okay, so out of the multiple choice options, the 3 wrong answers were just somewhere on the side of the graph, and the 1 correct answer was -5, 0, which is this point right here. Any question about inequalities? Inequalities. Of course, you could play off the multiple choice and just plug in the coordinates until only one of them's going to work. I got Fles, Trim, Shivani, Finley, D.
Wait, can you repeat it real quick?
3 well, there you get some points. Solve the order triplet, X, Y, Z.
Same. It's not touchscreen, idiot.
Dude, I almost had you. Yeah, why did you get this?
The way that your wallpaper is just a black screen. Oh, never mind. Who's that? Wait, why does that look like yours?
Because they're both Colombian.
No, she's from Iran.
Half and half.
Iran K.
What's called that?
Quilt.
That's a cute one.
All right, pretty good, pretty good. Let's go here.
Alligator.
So I gave you a system of equations, 3 variables, 3 independent equations, so it's solvable. Right. Now, yeah, the question on the midterm is probably going to max out about this difficulty. They could be more difficult if I added more to this, but let's do this. So I gave you 1 variable, said x is 3. So it's just a constant value, so you got that.
Oh,
Well, now that you know that, you can plug that in right here. Guys, what's 2 times 3?
baby.
Guys. 2 times 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. So now I know y is 1. Right? So now I got x and y. Looks like these are all following my dominoes. Okay. No, it's just 3 to help you. Alright, so now that you know that, so you know y, let's plug them in here. So 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 1 is 4. 15 plus 4 make 19. Like that. Okay. Now, do you guys remember on this one you ended with the 3D graph? You guys remember that? We did some 3D graphs? So in 3D space, you want to say like right 3, forward 1, and up 19. Like 3D coordinates. That's where those would all cross.
Oh, connection. Wait, can you read it off for us though?
Got Flesh, Shivani, JT Trim, Finley.
On the podium, baby.
What's the standard form of the equation of the parabola shown vertex form?
Alright.
So I'm giving you vertex, and that's for standard.
We do look at next time.
Can we do it? Click it. Look it. What that is.
Bye bye.
Look it.
Yeah.
Is that like Kahoot?
Yeah.
It's like a group but better.
How do you spell it?
Kahoot, but more.
Okay.
BLOOKET.
KET.
All right, I'll take a look.
It's like Kahoot where you gotta go on your own pace.
Huh. Okay.
And so you get it like your sheet. Yes, definitely.
Huh. All right.
It was red. Red.
I hear mine. Oh, hello, everybody. Red.
Red.
Come on.
No, I'm taking red.
I mean, I'm on the podium. Who's on the podium?
Oh.
Ah. Sounds kind of like Alex, I think. Oh.
Are you?
Alright, let's take a while. Let's answer that. Okay. And so I gave you this question, but guys, this would be a problem in vertex form, wouldn't it? Guys, does everybody see how you could draw this very quickly? Here. Let's get some axes going. This is a little bit bonus, but if I have an x-axis
You did
and
that.
a y-axis
We were fine. I'm back.
is
Oh yeah.
guys, wouldn't the parent function be y equals x squared?
Text.
And guys, relative to that, guys, look up here, guys. The parent function could just be plain y equals x squared. Now, relative to that, this graph right here goes which way and then which way.
And then my.
What does the -2 tell you to do? Right 2. So we're gonna go right 2. Yeah, up 6. Right 2 up 6. So this is 2, 6. Maybe the vertex right there, okay? And then, ooh, guys, what does this 5 do? Makes it really, what? Yeah, really tall and skinny. It's gonna be a really tall, skinny parabola like that. Okay, so that's what the graph looks like. Okay. Anyway, this is the vertex form. In the vertex form, you can very quickly draw like that. Okay. But maybe you want standard form for some reason. So how do you do that? So first thing I'm going to do is to FOIL out this x minus 2 bit. Okay, so doing this mouse up. First, outside, inside, last. You guys got that? So we got x squared. Negative 2x and negative 2x makes negative 4x. Okay, and then negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Okay. Then I distribute this 5. So distribute, boing, boing, boing. And then finally combine like terms. Looks like this 20 to 6 I can pull together is 26.
That's home home.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
Look through actually.
Anybody still need that? No, you guys good? Ready for next one. Next one.
My pleasure.
Mr. Durkin?
Oh yeah.
A slope of, like 1 half would be up 1 and then over 2.
Yeah. Hey guy.
Ah,
Flesh. Dignity Trim. Bonnie. Finley. Dean.
I now say, I say.
In a retail store, the number of widgets sold increases as the price drops, which makes sense, right? You lower the price, you sell more. Suppose it's found that the quantity sold equals negative 50 times the price plus 800. Which equation shows the revenue as a function of price? Keep in mind, guys, revenue equals price times quantity. So price, treat that sort of like X. You could just call price P or X if you want. Right? And then the quantity is this whole expression, negative 50P plus 800. Okay. Huh. Can you guys multiply those two together to get the revenue? Revenue is price times quantity. Got enough time?
No, we don't. No, stop.
Oh, cool.
Got it. Still locked in.
Right. You gotta care. Okay, so here's the expression I gave you. I said the quantity sold is this expression. Okay, before I go with this, I want you guys to see this kind of makes sense. Guys, what if the price was 0? Like you're giving them away for free. Guys, if you're giving them away for free and the price is 0, how many are gonna fly off the shelf? How many? Huh? 800. Yeah. You guys see if you put in 0 for P, you're gonna sell 800. You guys see that? Maybe you got 800 and people just like just grab them off the shelf, right? Right. But what if you change the price to $1? Guys, everybody look here. Look up here. Guys, everybody look up here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What if the price is $1? Now how many do you sell? 750. Ah, because it's negative 50 plus 800. You guys see that? Right. Okay, it looks like as I'm increasing the price, I'm selling less and less and less. Isn't that true? So if I graph this, this would be like a downward graph. Has a slope of down 50 over 1. Right, and up here, y-intercept at 800. Is that? Right. Right. But that's not the question, though. Right. The question is, what's the revenue? You guys know revenue is price times quantity. Whatever you sell them for times however many sell, that's how much money you make. That's revenue. I mean, ignoring the cost of it. Right. So here's your price, and quantity is just the whole expression I gave you. I just put a bracket right here. You guys see that? Okay. Now, this variable p shows up in 2 places, so you have to distribute it. Can you guys distribute that p into both parts? Right. Which makes it look like that. And that's the whole thing. That's it. Price times quantity. Quantity is a function of price. Distribute, put it all together. That's it. I get it. Alright, okay. Alright, I got one question left on this Kahoot. And it's actually related to this question. It's related. Okay. So let me give you guys the visual. Here. Guys, the next question. Guys, look up here. Guys, it's here.
Put away.
Here. Do you guys know what shape graph this makes? Guys, if I graph revenue as a function of price, what shape graph is that?
Parabola.
It is. It's an upside down parabola, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got it sketched out right here. Here's this equation basically sketched out. Revenue is a function of price. Let's see if I give them away for free. Here, guys, look up here. Look up here. Right. So if I give it away for free, I'm not going to make any money. Is that true?
No.
Because if you plug in 0 for P, you get 0 revenue. Hey, that's that point on the graph right there. Now, as I increase the price, it will start to make more and more money. But at some point, maybe I raise the price so much that nobody even wants to buy it anymore. Ah, now it causes it to bend back down, wouldn't it? You guys see that? Now, do you guys see this point right here on the parabola, the vertex? Doesn't that represent your maximum revenue right here? Maximum revenue? And that's the next question. Is what price do you have to set to maximize the revenue? This will be for the win. Got Flesh, Shivani, Trim, Finley, Dean. Go for the win. For the win.
Go big or go home, baby.
Exact same scenario. What widget price would maximize the revenue? Hint. If you have a parabola in this form, x squared plus bx plus c, the vertex is always at negative b over 2a. As long as you know how to solve that, you're good.
Oh, we have like the bottom. Bro, I don't know.
Right?
Oh my god.
All right, $8. $8 is the optimal price. Let's be why. Hey, yeah, here, guys, we're about to wrap this up. Okay. Here's a graph I just showed you. Okay, so as you increase the price, revenue increases and decreases. So how can I maximize revenue? Especially. So here's the equation of this graph. Same thing. Okay. And I do see this looks a lot like this. And the vertex is always a negative b over 2a. Well, here's your b, 800. Here's your a, negative 50. It's up to you. It's negative. Guys.
You took my math book.
What are you doing?
I was looking at the thing.
Okay.
Are you good?
I don't know what's going on over here.
You're lucky. You're lucky Mr. Griffin intervened.
Okay, so you guys go with negative b over 2a. You plug it in. The number comes out to 8. That represents the price. It's kind of like the x value, like you're solving for x. Right? So that's the optimal price. You want to sell it for $8. Right, guys good? Okay. All right. Let's check here. Who won Kahoot?
Let me get second, baby.
Bronze.
Oh, I got
JG2 Trim. Silver, Finley. And the gold, Dean.